Hello everyone, welcome to Court with Krissy. Here are 4 short court clips you probably didn't catch, and I saved the absolute worst for last. He's despicable. I hope you like it. Court with Krissy is now in session.
21-40023 SM and 21-40024-SM. Mr. Noah with us today?
Today's February 20th. I was sitting on.
Mr. Noah, are you with us today? I need to be able to see you.
Can you hear me?
There we go.
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
There it goes. There it goes. Is that better?
All right. It is. Thank you.
I must have been on a different Zoom link because it was on her personal. It said personal. Miss Hill, personal Zoom.
On the sheet I send you, it has both his and mine on it.
I was on the wrong one. I just jumped on this one. So that's why I was late. But I was there.
You're good. I'm just wanted to make sure that you were here.
Appreciate it.
There are 3 files. Let me read the allegations to you in each of them. In 40024, there is an allegation that you were on probation, that you failed to complete 10 days work camp and the retail fraud class. In file 40023, there's a similar allegation that you were on probation and failed to complete 10 work camp days and the retail fraud class. And then in file 40673, the allegation is that you failed to complete 3 work camp days and the retail fraud class. You have the right to. I'm sorry, sir. Let me tell you what your abilities are first, and then we'll discuss where we go from here. You have the right to admit or deny responsibility for each of those. And if you deny responsibility, it would be a contested hearing in front of a judge, not a jury. You'd have the right to have an attorney represent you if you wish to have one. If you can't afford one, the court would appoint one for you. You have the right to see, hear, and question the witnesses at that hearing. Excuse me. You have the right to get a subpoena from the court to require witnesses to attend and to testify on your behalf. You have the right to choose to testify or not testify as you choose. And if you choose to remain silent, that silence could not be used against you. You have the right to have the burden of proof of preponderance of the evidence beyond the probation department at all times. Do you have any questions about the rights that you would have?
No, I do not.
Do you wish to proceed with or without an attorney today?
Without, it's fine.
All right. If you enter a plea today of any kind, you would lose those rights that we just talked about. Do you understand that?
I do, yes.
As to the charges in file 40024, well, let me do it this way. Ms. Hill, have you talked to this defendant about any sort of resolution of these matters?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Is there any thought to dismissing some and for a plea to some, or do you want him to plead to all of them?
I would be willing to dismiss the 2021 cases.
All right, those are the ones that have the higher number of work camp days missed?
Yes.
All right. So Mr. Noah, the offer from the probation department is that they would dismiss the 2 older cases, which have the 10 days of missed work camp, and for a plea to the newer case, which is 3 days work camp missed and retail fraud class missed. Do you understand that offer?
I do.
Do you wish to accept that offer?
I do.
All right.
More than fair, you guys.
All right. If you raise your right hand then, sir, so I can swear you in.
Yeah.
You swear that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right. Is it true that about February of 2025 that you were on probation to the 87A District Court with Ms. Hill?
Yes.
And was it a requirement of your probation that you complete 3 work camp days and a retail fraud class?
Yes.
And did you fail to do those two things?
Yes.
All right. I find that your plea was knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily given, that it was a proper factual basis. Let me catch up with my paperwork here just a second. Ms. Hill, what do you want to do as to sentencing?
Your Honor, I request that we extend probation 30 days to give him more time to complete the work camp days and for him to serve 5 days jail.
Mr. Noah, you've heard the recommendation. What is it that you would like to say or ask me to do about that?
The only thing with jail is I don't have anybody to watch my kids. That's the thing. It's been the problem with this whole thing, and I don't. The mom is nowhere, you know. And all my family was in Florida. I mean, it's just me up here. That's the only I don't know who would watch my two kids. I don't have anybody.
How old are your children?
11 and 12.
What do you do when you get sick?
Don't work. Stay home.
Well, what do you do with your kids? What do they miss school? Do they not eat when you're sick? How does that work?
No. I always take care of my kids. Absolutely. Sick or not,
So you have no friends that they can go stay with for 5 days?
I don't. Honestly. I really don't. And I've expressed this to her. That's been the problem. And then I work full time, which I'm not working now because of my hands all messed up. I gave her the hospital thing. I'm supposed to have surgery next Wednesday on it. I have radial nerve palsy.
Great. So what are you going to do with your kids when you're in the hospital?
It's outpatient. I go in at 10 in the morning. I'm out by 1. It's not a major surgery by any means.
Mr. Noah, you understand what I'm saying, right? You have no idea what's going to happen to you tomorrow. What's your plan if you get laid up? What's your plan if you get hit by a bus? What's your plan for your kids under an emergency circumstance?
To go live in Florida with my grandma, with their grandma and grandpa?
Well, then maybe they need to do that right now, because here's the emergency. You haven't done what you're supposed to do, and it looks like in all 3 cases, you haven't done it for a long period of time. You knew today was coming at some point, right, sir? You had to know.
Yeah, well, of course.
So what was your plan?
Well, I was going to hope to talk to her and talk to you and come up with a plan. That's why I'm here.
This is it right now. So if I send you to jail, what's your plan?
My God.
Don't tell me this is the first time that you've thought of this.
No, but it's not like Florida's right around the corner either, It's just not that easy is what I'm saying.
Life isn't easy, Mr. Noah. It's made up of hard choices.
I understand that.
You've used this excuse to get out of things in the past, I'm sure. Okay? You're not getting out of this. So how long do you need to take care of your kids before you go to jail?
I have surgery next Wednesday. I'm supposed to go to in Petoskey, the outpatient surgery. It's at 10:30 in the morning.
Back from that?
Oh, early afternoon by 2. Should be by 2 o'clock. So it'll only take an hour or 2.
So what date's the surgery?
The 25th. Next Wednesday.
So what are you going to do with your kids for 5 days after that?
Well, I'll have to figure it out, won't I? And I will.
All right.
I'll figure it out.
Report to the Otsego County Jail on February 26th.
And when's my release date?
5 days after that.
And then what do I do with Miss Hilda? When do I got to call her again?
Once you're released.
I don't know the exact date. What do you say, 5 days after that?
Yep. To
30th, 1st, like that.
February only has 28 days. So 26,
so-
27, and 28 is 3. Saturday, the 1st is 4. Sunday, the 5th, you'd be released on Sunday, March 2nd.
Yeah, 2nd.
So you report at 9 a.m. on February the 26th. Any questions?
No.
All right. Good luck, sir.
And when do I talk to her though again?
Monday. You're going to call her Monday, March 3rd.
Okay.
You'll be out of jail by then.
Okay. Gotcha.
Good afternoon. May I have your name, please?
Garrett Lichty.
Mr. Lichty, we are on the record in case number 24-1959SM. You are appearing for arraignment purposes on an allegation of a probation violation. We're appearing with Ms. Mistely, the defense attorney available through the Indigent Defense Counsel here to assist you. Ms. Mistely, did you have opportunity to review allegations on the probation violation as well as the recommendations with Mr. Lichty?
I did, and we also reviewed his right to a probation violation hearing, but he has chosen to waive that right and has indicated he will be admitting the violations.
So, Mr. Lichty, you understand that you do have the right to a hearing, at which time the probation department would have to show that it's more likely than not, by a preponderance of the evidence, that in fact you did have a violation. So you have that right, you understand that.
And will that make anything go longer if I do that? Will that make the process go longer? Or will I if I do that, will I still be able to get out of jail on Friday?
Mr. Lichty, I already explained that to you.
I didn't quite understand. I was under the impression that I had to plead guilty or else this would go longer. I'm sorry.
Okay. At no
So
time.
if you request a hearing, the hearing needs to be scheduled. You have the right to have an attorney represent you at that hearing, so you'd have time to speak with an attorney. I cannot tell you exactly when that hearing would be. You would be remanded to jail until the time of the hearing.
Copy. Okay, that is what I needed to know. Sorry, I am pleading guilty.
So again, you have the right to a hearing, but you're wishing to waive that right. Is that correct?
To what I am understanding, if I do the hearing, I will be in jail longer, correct?
I can't tell you exactly how long you'll be in jail either way, whether you choose a hearing or whether you are going to admit the violation and see the judge. I don't know that the judge would be able to see you today, certainly, and I can't give you a time frame.
I would like to admit it and see the judge right away.
Okay, so you're going to waive your right to a hearing and you'll waive your right to have an attorney represent you at that hearing if you choose to admit the violation. You understand that?
Yes. Yes.
I will get the file to Judge Cooney. Again, I don't know when he will be able to see you to accept that plea. You will be remanded to jail until the time that the judge is able to accept your plea. And for right now, then you are all set.
I don't have a PPO or anything like that right now.
I don't know what a PPO, if this court doesn't handle PPOs, that's through the Family Division of Circuit Court.
You're all set.
Oh, I was told that a PPO will be reinstated. That has not been reinstated yet.
Oh, you're talking about the no contact order. I shared with him that part of the recommendation was that the no contact order be reinstated. That was just part of probation's recommendation, sir. It'll be up to the judge.
But it's not, there's no contact order in progress right now, correct?
I don't know. I can't answer that.
To make it easy, I am going to order that you'll have no contact with Chelsea Poffenberger until you see Judge Cooney.
Okay.
Okay, you're all set.
We will go on the record in the matter. 11 CM 328, State of Wisconsin versus Thomas Evans. The state appears through Assistant District Attorney Holly Rockow in person. We have Mr. Evans appearing in person. Wow, did you come all the way from Sun Prairie?
Came from Rockford, actually.
Oh, sir. I wish you would have. I wish you would have called. I would have let you appear by video.
Oh, well, I thought about it, but I didn't want to.
I'm
Get
super
away.
happy you're here. I appreciate your appearance
Thank
because
you.
my guess is the matter's resolved. It's just my guess or close to
Okay.
being resolved because I have money and I don't know what's going to happen, but I so appreciate you being here and taking the time to come here,
Oh,
especially with this very old case. And you
okay.
got to come to beautiful Burnett County. So enjoy the scenery and the sights.
Thank you very much.
All right, so we have Mr. Evans here. We have Mr. Pollock making a special appearance. And we have Ms. Rockow, who is ADA. Mr. Schmidt represented you apparently back in the day for something because he's listed as your attorney. So we're gonna take him out. So Mr. Pollock, what's going on?
Your Honor, I was able to speak with Mr. Evans and go through the complaint, and then I conferred with Ms. Rocco. I don't think either of us believe it states probable cause.
I agree, Your Honor. This is an old complaint. It wasn't drafted by either of the attorneys in our office. I don't believe that it's sufficient on its own. There may be some additional information that the state had in the file, but I don't believe that the complaint is sufficient. And I don't believe that based upon what the complaint has for information would be able to be proven beyond a reasonable doubt by the state. So I'm moving to dismiss.
I'll dismiss. I'm happy for you.
Okay.
I'm super
Thank
happy
you.
for you. And I do have cash and you're gonna get that back. Yay.
Yeah, all right.
But you're not gonna get it back today.
That reminds me, Your Honor, Mr. Evans did provide an updated address, which I suppose I should provide
Yes, please
because
provide that.
that's
And can I get a telephone? I have a telephone ending in, well, Rockford is a very nice place. I drive through it when I go to Michigan.
Michigan. You go to Michigan a lot?
Yeah, that's where I went to law school and that's where my heart is in Michigan. And so I always drive through Rockford and it is a beautiful kind of drive. And so it's a beautiful day to have a drive and I'm really hoping that you can have some fun experiences. And I'm super sorry that you didn't. Well, I would have said yes, you could have appeared by Zoom or telephone.
Yeah, anyway, I appreciate y'all. Thank you all very much.
I super appreciate you being here and you being here in person and you taking this very seriously. I have a lot of people who do not take things seriously, who think that it's just they're entitled to appear by Zoom. They're entitled, and you are one that I just so appreciate because you came from a very long distance away and you came for a distance away, and the state is doing a magnificent job by looking at an old case and seeing that it does not have probable cause and they're dismissing it. So I'm all in all, justice is served, except I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's see what it's supposed to be. Okay.
Hey, sir, at the jail, what is your name?
Ian Nielsen?
Okay, thank you. Calling case 24-004267 in the matter of Ian Michael Nilsson. Counsel appearance for the record, please.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Jeffrey Glazer, P 46892 on behalf of Mr. Nielsen. Judge, I did meet with him. I did advise him of his rights, the charges against him, as well as the maximum penalties. He's going to need a court-appointed attorney at the next hearing, Judge. Ask that you recall and set aside the bench warrant, waive the reading stand, and mute as charged.
Okay. Court will indicate that your client stands mute. Court-appointed counsel is in fact granted on this file. Sir, state your full name for the record, please.
My name is Ian Micah Nielsen.
Okay, thank you. Counsel, would you like to address bond?
Yes, Judge, thank you. My client's 23 years of age. He's been in his current location for about 8 months. He is currently, I believe, homeless, Judge, and unemployed. However, he did have a job up in Ann Arbor. He missed the hearing. He didn't get notice of the hearing, Judge. Having said that, it asks that you consider a personal bond or a nominal cash bond. He doesn't have any funds to bail out at this point.
Mr. Nielsen, where are you living?
So basically, I got out of jail from the Novi jail, and that's when the cop, the officer, he suggested Ann Arbor to me, and I'm like, oh, Ann Arbor, that sounds perfect to me too. So he just drove me out to Ann Arbor for a place to make money. So I was going to a place.
Okay, I got it. Let me give you some conditions here I want you to be aware of. I'm not, the residence itself is not, you don't have stable residence. The court needs to know where the mail.
Stable residence around here because I don't have that job anymore because they got me enough for a paycheck for a phone where my ID was. And then since I only had a photocopy of my ID, that like they just gave me the money to get my phone so I could have the photocopy of my ID because I didn't have an ID. So that's why they ended up letting me go with the paycheck. And so that was not enough to keep on or to have enough to come back to pay for my test. But now I like because usually you're not supposed to pay for the little like the piss tests. And so I was confused by that when I hit it at Wall Street, at the place on Wall Street.
Okay, the court's going to send a. Hold on a minute. Let me get something out, and then I'll give you a chance to talk. I'm going to give you a chance to talk at the. Yeah, I'm going to give you a chance to talk at the end, but I'm going to set a bond amount of 500 cash surety, no 10%. Going to require that you test 2 times a week for alcohol and drugs. Just make sure you show up to all your court dates, sir, and don't leave the state of Michigan. Don't just listen. I'm going to go through everything. Don't leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. Once you change your address, let the court know. You need to provide the court with a valid address within 24 hours of your release. Don't use any alcohol or THC, marijuana. Don't use any illegal drugs. Like I say, you're required to test 2 times a week. You will be supervised by the 52-4 bond compliance unit.
Okay.
And like I say, you must contact them within 24 hours of your release. Pick up no new criminal charges while you're out on bond. Now, let me ask you one question first before I get to you. You understand what I read off to you, right?
Yes.
Okay, hold on a sec. I want to be careful. I don't want you saying too much until you talk with your attorney. So other than that, you're all set. Why don't you walk out the back? The door should be open behind you, and you'll be able to talk. Yes.
I'm going to be free today.
You can leave.
Free out of jail.
No, you can leave out of the door. I set a bond on your 500 cash surety. Walk out the door right behind you.
Okay.
And they'll let you out.
I don't get to get out of jail.
You'll get to get out. But talk to the deputies. They know what your bond is.
Oh, I have to pay to get out?
Yes. Well, I'll let your attorney address that when you get another attorney. So why don't you walk out, talk to the deputies? They'll explain it to you as well. Yeah, they'll explain it to you as well. Counsel, would you like to add something in? Counsel, would you like to add something?
So $500 gets you out, sir. $500 gets you out, or you need to go to bond.
Can I get out for free though? For free because I'm homeless. Like I was homeless in Ann Arbor, like trying to make money to even pay for the piss tests. Which I usually don't have to pay for piss tests.
You need to walk on the back.
I usually don't have to pay for the fake bond. Piss tests. Fucking Donald Trump and fucking shit. Autobiography, fake bond, fuck shit, piss test. Homeless to fucking work, you know?
Hey, come on out, you're done.
Okay? Like, fuck you, judge. Fuck you, judge.
Nielsen, let's go. You're done.
Oh, good job.
Go.
Rough shit.
Mad. Okay, it seems that your client has left the room. That's good. We can get the next client in.